Welcome to Steinley Stadium for girls soccer action today as the Wissahickon Trojans take on the Hatboro-Horsham Hatters. My name is Alex Donaldson and I thank you for joining us for today's game. The Wissahickon Trojans and Hatboro-Horsham Hatters face each other once this season, but the Hatters are coming off 2 wins and shutout wins at that. Coming off of 5-0 and 1-0 respectively, let's look at the standings. Abington currently leading 4-0-0, undefeated on the season. Tightly behind them is Hatboro-Horsham 3-1, and Wissahickon 2-1-1, just 2 points away from the Hatters. So it's going to be a very decisive game as we look at Emily Thomas, one of the Hatters' key contributors. So far this season, she's scored 7 goals, 5 of them coming in their season opener against Wissahickon just a few weeks ago. Now let's look at the starting lineup for the Hatboro-Horsham Hatters. Starting in goal, looking for her 3rd shutout in a row, Sam Hollish. De La Torre, Rapino, Walker, and Yankanich, the 4 on defense. In the midfield, Murren, Liat, Levin, and Shigog, and the 2 notable strikers for the Hatters, O'Neill and Thomas. Currently in her 3rd season, Casey Daly, the Hatters head coach, posting a 30-10-1 record. On the other side of the pitch, while the lineup is unsure, Chris McDaniels, the Wissahickon coach, is currently in his 18th season. And coming up after this, soccer action between the Wissahickon Trojans and the Hatboro-Horsham Hatters. And coming at you live from Dennis Steinley Stadium, Trojans versus the Hatters, and just missed it there, but Sam Hollish made an amazing save inside the 6, and this game is coming off to a very quick start as both teams playing it very aggressive. So on the far side, a tackle there. Ball stays in bounds, so no kick. However, it's not getting up right away is, I believe, Grayson Smith down. I believe favoring her left leg. And being helped off the, so no, it's a right leg, and she'll be helped off the field early. Again, coming in about 2 minutes into the game so far, and already 1 shot for each team. Sam Hollish making a beautiful save in tight. As getting it across here are the Trojans. In by herself is Stelzer. Stelzer's shot saved by Hollish, and she holds on. So the Hatters defense spreading out a lot. Few holes. See if they can stop that up and close in tight early on in this first half. Controlled here and gotten down the right side. Controlling it here is O'Neill. Trying to dance around, tackled. And the ball comes back out. Coming the other way now. Stelzer on the left side. Looking to cross, successfully does so. Back to Stelzer. Stelzer gets inside the 18. Hollish out to make the save, and she will control. So O'Neill had a nice drive down the field. It was stopped, and the counterattack was, well, nearly successful. Had everything except the finish. And that's been a trend that is far too common for the Hatters early on in the game. So they get it up the wing. Intended for Hodson, however, too far for her, and the Hatters go the other way. Getting it up here. Controlling. Trying to get inside. Successfully does so. She cuts in her shot, and a diving save made by goalkeeper Caroline Hassel. Shot taken from Peyton Toll and in the corner to take the kick. It's Maggie O'Neill, all-star for the Hatters. Really has had a great season so far, as she will take the kick from her right side. Coming in and out to make the save is Hassel, and she will most likely elect to punt it out. So again, both teams playing it very aggressive and really surrounding and trying to choke up the ball carrier. And ball played with. Friedman loses possession. Giving it off. And unable to find their forward. And then the ball still played with. Too far for any Hatter to handle, and so it will go out the left side. So controlling it here is Greenstein, getting it back. Back to Greenstein. Back up now Friedman, controlling, cutting to the middle. It out, now Stelzer. Loses possession, and Hatters are able to clear, trying to find Gert and unable to. It goes across. Nobody home except for Maggie O'Neill, who controls and tries to find a lane up. Now she has Thomas. Thomas moving on in, has the shot, and a save made. Ball still loose, and it goes out the back, and that will be a corner. So unable to hold on to his Hassel, and it goes out the back. Again, a great play made by O'Neill to get that ball forward, and Thomas able to control it just enough to get a good shot off. However, her shot going right down the middle into the goalkeeper's chest, not into the corners. An easy save made, however, it goes out the side, so O'Neill to take the corner. Setting it in, stepping up to make the header as Thomas has it just inside the box. And the ball is clear, but not too far away, as intended for O'Neill. Staying on side, she has it on the right side. Crossing into center, Thomas's one-timer diving save, hits the post. Rebound, score. I believe that is Gert that made that rebound shot. And puts the Hatters up 1-0 early on. Here, the replay of the goal again. Meg O'Neill so cautious to stay on side, and Thomas takes that one-timer. Great diving save by Hassel, however, just a few inches inside. And she is unable to clear that ball out. And so Wissahickon has it coming the other way. Ball moves back and cleared out. And possession taken. O'Neill checked and the ball goes out. Last touching Anna May. Forward playing a very defensive role there. Get it to the outside. And it comes back for O'Neill, keeping it inside. And they're going to say it went out. Not sure about that call. However, the Hatters are retreating into their own end, so it will be a throw-in. And get down the field. Too hot for any Hatter to handle. Goes in, a beautiful header to get inside the box. And Hassel will hold on. Hassel has had a busy time early on, so has Hollish. However, Hassel the only one to buckle so far. And that ball hitting the ground before she was able to release as Yankanich gets it up. Over and now controlled by Schmidt. Schmidt trying to pass it up and is able to find her. And up now, tight checking. And O'Neill not able to get to that. As controlling it is Keenshar. Keenshar tackled and comes off. O'Neill has it, trying to make a long pass upfield, unable to find her outlet. So instead, a short pass. And down the field comes, I believe, Sarah Shigot. However, it goes out the side. last touching a Trojan foot, so Chigog to throw, gets it inside the box, and again, last touching a Trojan on its way out, so that will be a corner. O'Neal coming over to take the kick. So a very aggressive game. Again, on both sides, it looked like Wissahickon had the upper hand early on, but since then it's been all Hatters soccer. O'Neal to take yet another corner. Beautiful placement inside the 6. Out to take it is Hassel and diving on it. No rebound allowed. And she will elect to punt. Gets it across midfield. Headed down, and Hatters unable to get control. And so here comes Wissahickon the other way, trying to spark an attack. Swallowed up there with a great defensive play by Liat, who gets it up. Too far for Thomas. And so they will pass back to Hassel, who will just clear to the outside. Not out of bounds, it gets headed back in. Controlling it. And unable to make a play there. Again, the Hatters swallowing up any offense in their own zone. Swallowing it up and able to get it to the outside to create an opportunity going the other way. So cutting back inside. Getting it back. And Thomas out to challenge. However, O'Neal will get the football and spring to pass. And coming the other way is Rapinoe. Too far for her to handle. Again, a good passing play to spark an attack. However, too far. And so Wissahickon will have control. Headed back in. Pushed to the outside by Rapinoe, and it comes down. De La Tour will handle. And that does go out of bounds for a throw-in. Rapinoe to take. Getting it down the sideline. And the ball comes back the other way. Liat trying to spring an attack, unable to. And the ball really staying in the midfield section as it gets kicked down, and it will hit the flag on its way out, so they're going to call it a 6. Smart play to stall for time. And a substitution. Off comes Chigog, and on comes, I believe that to be Grayson Griffiths. And getting the ball up. And there may be a foul on the play, as teams are moving in that direction. Back to take that kick, believed to be Yankanich. And apologies on the goal call earlier, it was Olivia Walker. And scored the goal. Again, props to her. She was able to find that rebound off that post, just coming to her foot, and had an empty net to shoot in. Yankanich trying to find Thomas, yet unable to. Wissahickon with the bouncing ball, trying to control on a big hit there. And she keeps possession. Coming the other way now is Weber. Weber trying to spring an attack, swallowed up. Controlling it is De La Tour, and she will just kick it out of bounds. No, it's kept in. So kept in by Griffiths. And the Hatters unable to get past that Wissahickon defense, who are playing very aggressive, trying to spark Thomas, and this is exactly what we saw earlier, is that defense is playing very aggressive. You get a good spring pass in, and you get that past the defense. All that needs to beat the defense there is the man. And once she gets in, she has a clear shot for another Hatters goal. So controlling it is May. Trying to spring a pass. Last hitting Greenstein. However, her header controlled and cleared by Yankanich. Going out the side. Last touching a Hatter. And trying to get it up the other side. Griffiths takes down a Trojan midfielder, so that will be a foul going the other way. just trying to find an offensive rhythm here as Wissahickon trying to clear it in. Again, only 3 offenders up against the Hatters' defense of, well, 5 right now, and unable to penetrate them, unsurprisingly. Getting it down, that was offside. Smart play there to step up and trap her offside. Hatters will clear, getting it to O'Neill. O'Neill staying to the outside and last touching her, so it will be a throw-in. Good defensive play by May to keep O'Neill to her outside. And thrown in. O'Neill trying to make the tackle, unable to. Controlling it is Stelzer. Getting it across. De La Tour has it. Not much time, so she'll just clear it. Stelzer again. Challenged by O'Neill. And O'Neill directly kicks it out. So it will be a Trojans throw-in. And you get down to about the 30. Now Friedman. Tackled, and Thomas trying to make a play. Trying to cut inside and unable to. As the Trojans have an offense moving up now. Springing Stelzer. Stelzer in alone with Hollish. And Hollish comes out, makes that easy grab. And with her was Gabrielle Liot. Making a good defensive play again, keeping her to the outside and not allowing her to cut in. Here they come the other way. Friedman controlling, trying to make a move around De La Tour. Good defensive play, standing her ground and pushing into the outside by De La Tour. So Schmidt to throw it in. Controlled, she's trying to look to the inside, however unable to. It's the Hatters defense just smuggling that attack, or smothering that attack before it reaches the 18. And so Hollis just has another floater to deal with. So moving up now are the Hatters. And Hollish's punt. Bit shanked. O'Neill trying to control. However, Stelzer wanted to get her head on it. Rapino back to throw. It's not the punt that she was looking for. And it gets shanked. Thomas now coming up. Or coming off, and Shigo coming on. So Rapino gets it down the right side. O'Neill getting physical, keeping the ball to the outside, trying to find a lane inside. Keeping the ball in, however, a nice tackle made by May, who gets it up. And they're going to call it a foul. An aggressive play, turns a bit too aggressive. As O'Neill on with the big foot. Trying to swing it into the 18. So we're about halfway through this first half. O'Neill to kick. 5 Hatters on the edge of the 18. Ball isn't cleared yet. Still controlling it here is Walker. Walker trying to step back. And unable to make a play. However, it comes out for Rapino. Rapino doesn't boot it in. And swallowed up by the Trojans defense. O'Neill unable to control, and it comes back. We're playing aggressive there as Walker. Back to Shigog. And her pass fails. And they get it to the outside. Now Greenstein playing with it, trying to spring an attack. Intended for Baker, and it goes outside, however last touching a Hatter. So the Hatters will have to retreat here. And the Hatters playing a defensive play. All but 2 forwards have come back to try to smother this offensive play. As Jankanich has it, trying to boot it out. And able to, getting it to Walker. Walker with the only goal of the game. Instead chooses to dance around, and beautiful move by Walker, getting it back to the outside. Getting it down to O'Neill. O'Neill on the left side. And just wasn't quick enough to get to that ball. I believe she tried to let it roll in front of her, however misjudged her position on the field. It goes out for a throw-in by Schmidt. So Schmidt's throw, controlled by the Hatters, having plenty of time, intended for Walker, and Walker gets her foot on it. Back to the corner for O'Neill. O'Neill crossing it in and nobody home. I believe they're going to say that that is offside. O'Neill was a bit too quick to receive that pass from Olivia Walker. As back to take the kick here is Hassel from just the edge of her own 18. Hassel's kick about to midfield. Hatters unable to control. Last touching them before going out. And Schmidt here to make the throw. Instead electing to go back to Weber. Intercepted at midfield and going the other way now. Swallowed up. And Weber's clear to the outside. Successful. However, Hatters keep going with the counter, or with the attack. And the throw in a bit too far for O'Neill to get to. And it will go out the back for a 6-yard kick. So halfway through this first half, and things have died down a bit. The Hatters got off to a very quick start, getting one in within the first 5 minutes. And since then, not too much activity. Although looking to change that here is O'Neill. Springing it off. And Walker's pass, a one-time shot, and it goes too far to the inside as Thomas will come on. Walker coming off. As back to kick it is Hassel. Hassel's kick, way short of midfield. Headed around. Trojans trying to control. Should go last one to touch it. Still being fumbled around in the midfield. Springing the other way. De La Torre has to be careful not to use her arms there. Successfully does so. Trying to spring Shigog, and the ball just goes too far to the outside of her left or right foot. And will go out of bounds for a throw-in as come in May. Trying to spring an attack, and De La Torre will elect to let Hollish take the punt. Again, they've been looking down their left side, aiming a lot for Stelzer. And she hasn't had too much activity as of late. Thomas getting it to the outside. Should go. Pondering what to do with it as a good defensive play to get it to the outside by May, who will take the throw-in. May's throw, the inside. Caught up, hits the back of Thomas's cleat, and they will control. Back to control now, and getting it to the outside is the Trojans defense and captain, Peyton Weber. Weber now stepping up, trying to make a play, unable to. Hatters control, getting it to the inside. A bit of a slow pass, however, controlled by Liat. Liat's pass inside to O'Neill. O'Neill to the outside. Shigog has a chance for a one-timer inside the box. And a successful tackle as it goes out the back. However, last touching the Trojans defender. And that will be a corner. O'Neill to take it again. So the Hatters haven't been too successful inside, as a substitution brings on Grayson Smith. Good to see that she has recovered from her earlier injury. That sent her off. So Neal's kick inside the 6 goes out. Thomas has a chance at the edge of the box, however tackled, and Trojans have a chance going the other way. Moving with it, trying to cut inside is Stelzer. And a nice tackle there by De La Torre, trying to spring O'Neill the other way. O'Neill controls, cuts to the inside, sees a lane, but elects to move back, crosses it over, and cross unsuccessful. As the ball bouncing. Getting it back. Leot, last one to touch. And it goes out to the outside. So there challenging her is Emma Baker. And she was able to get it to the outside. However, Jankanich to throw for the Hatters. Leot trying to find possession. Unable to. Sparking Stelzer the other way. Stelzer trying to make a move. Standing her ground is Rapinoe, trying to spark O'Neal. O'Neal now loses possession as May gets it to the outside. Outside right, as Baker controls, gets it across. Stelzer loses possession. And the Hatters' attack going the other way, goes out the back. And electing to let it go is Lindsay Schmidt, another captain. As May controls, challenged by two Hatters midfielders. And a nice clear in by Ryan. Gets it up top, controlling it. It's bringing her the other way, and stepping on it is Friedman. She loses possession, and they go up the other way. O'Neal now trying to spring Thomas the other way, and I believe it will be out the side. And Weber was challenging Thomas, and Thomas just couldn't get around her. So Weber will be the one to throw in. Weber's throw. Headed out by Leot. However, it didn't go out, and the kick in response does go out. Now controlling it is Jankanich. Trying to get it to the inside, successfully does so. And back to Thomas. Thomas trying to find a cross, instead goes to the outside herself. Finding a cross and just takes a shot there. Saved by Hassel. Hassel with possession. Will just punt it out. Getting it to about midfield. And the header by Carpenter indirectly goes out. Jankanich to throw. Getting it down the left side. Too far for Thomas, and a nice kick out by Weber. To keep it out of her own zone. Again to throw, she gets it inside. Her cross getting in, trying to find Walker, unable to. However, Thomas will control. Getting it off to Carpenter. Gets it back, her shot. Thomas a shot, rebound. O'Neal has it in deep. O'Neal's shot and a nice diving block to keep the ball out by Bailey. The starter for Wissahickon, however, first time that we've mentioned her tonight. Bailey coming in to make a clutch diving save and a block to get it to the outside. However, it will set up a corner for O'Neal. Hatters have been unsuccessful with their corners so far. Let's see if they can switch it here. As Walker's tip comes in, saved by Hassel. So Hassel has faced some activity, coming up with 12 minutes remaining in the half. Hassel's kick goes up. Leot, first one to touch it, gets it to the outside to O'Neal. Over controlled there, Carpenter now. And O'Neal trying to find possession, however May intercepts it. May getting it over. This time Smith able to get it up. And Weber will just pass back to Hassel. Take over the heads. Nice aggressive play. And O'Neal trying to get to that ball. And first one to get there is Bailey, and she will just kick it out. Rapinoe here to throw. Getting it down the right side to Thomas. Thomas has Walker inside, however, she's checked. Ball stays in play, and it still stays in play. It's Weber to kick it out. Getting it down the other side as Leot intercepts that pass. Taken up. Smith tripped up, and it goes out to the outside. down the right side now is Friedman. Friedman playing with it, trying to find a lane. Successfully does so, getting it back to Stelzer. However, intercepted by O'Neill. O'Neill trying to clear it. Stelzer's block comes all the way back to the Hatters defense. And Jankanich now trying to get it up. Successfully does so. Smith playing with it and will just clear up. Now Walker has it. Walker trying to find a lane inside. Finds Thomas. Emily Thomas moving it on in, and she scores. There was no chance there for Hassel to make the save. It's a beautiful play by Walker to spring Thomas the other way. And it will put the Hatters up 2-0. And a bit of a discussion happening right now. Not sure what the delay is. Wissahickon probably unhappy, thinking it's offside, but again, Walker with a beautiful pass to spring Thomas going the other way. Just her and the goalie, and just inside the 18, she knows when to pull that trigger, and Hassel knows that it's going to find that back corner of the net. Again, Hassel playing it aggressive, however, didn't commit forward and didn't commit back, and was caught in no man's land, unable to make the save. As the referee currently discussing with the defense for the Trojans. The scoreboard has not changed. Might see here, again, going down the other side is Thomas. She was behind by the time that she got possession. However, she was in front of the defense by the time that pass was made. So it was not an offside call, and the score remains 2-0. Again, a good play by Thomas to stay on side just long enough, and judging that pass correctly. And Olivia Walker playing a crucial role in these past 2 goals, scoring the first one and setting up Thomas for the second. Again, I can't stress enough that beautiful vision to find that lane as Rapinoe trying to get it to the center. Unable to find Walker. Controlling it is Carpenter, and her kick intercepted and cleared out. So back to throw now is Rapinoe. Rapinoe getting it down, trying to find Walker. Successfully does so, however cleared by May on the other side. And no forwards up for the Trojans, so they might have taken that extra time there to change formations a bit and try to consolidate on the defense and try not to buckle again near the end of the half. So Hassel will take possession, and that ball not going out the back, so she comes up to punt. Buckled twice in this game, but neither of those goals were really her fault. Her defense in front of her, unable to get possession on the first one, and on that second one, beautiful run by Thomas. As going the other way now, controlling it is Baker, and Smith forces it to the outside. So now to throw it in is Harris. Serena Harris gets it inside the 18. However, Hatters control, and Harris gets possession back. Harris trying to find Stelzer. Stelzer gets the bounce. Coming back, Hollish unable to make the original save. However, comes back, and she's able to get her hand on it. Stelzer looking dangerous inside. However, De La Torre enough to get her body in the way and not allow her to get that scoring opportunity that she sought after. So her throw comes in. May controls, getting it down the left side. It's over now Stelzer. Her pass intercepted, but not cleared out. As Bailey gets it inside. For Harris, excuse me. Harris's pass too far. And Jankanich back to throw. 7:20 remaining in this first half. Hatters up by 2. But Wissahickon has had some offensive opportunities. Let's see if they'll try to expand on it. later on. Unable to clear there was Christina Bender. Coming on in a substitution just a few seconds ago. Taking up the center back position. And up to throw is Yankanich. Kanich's throw getting to the inside. Walker trying to spring a pass again, and you see on the right side of your screen Thomas was looking for that pass and ready to run. However, Walker unable to get possession, and Yankanich will throw in. Finding Carpenter. Carpenter's pass goes out the back. And keeping Walker off the ball there is Harris, as it'll be a 6-yard kick for Hassel. Hassel kicking from the middle of the 6. Comes in, Carpenter to challenge, and it goes back. Bender giving possession off to Leot, now to Thomas. Thomas sees O'Neill down the right side. O'Neill unable to get to it, as tight checking gives possession to Kassenchar. However, it goes out the side, so Hatters will be able to throw in as O'Neill gets it to Carpenter. O'Neill fakes the cross, goes to Thomas. Thomas has the point, elects to go back to O'Neill. O'Neill dancing with it, trying to find Walker, and successfully does so, and gets it back. Challenge there as Carpenter finds Walker. Walker with the shot, and a beautifully placed shot, however not high enough, and able to make the save there is Hassel. 5 minutes remaining. Hatters looking to expand their score before the end of the half, as May springs Stelzer the other way. And getting it back, Leot's pass intended instead goes out the side. May elects not to throw, and instead May will take possession. May gets it inside. Bit of a miscommunication there. Able to clear there is Smith. And Carpenter gets it overhead of Weber. Weber, the tall defenseman in the back, able to keep Walker off the ball as May has it going down the left side. May cutting in, trying to find a inside lane, instead goes for Stelzer. Now getting up to Walker. O'Neill dancing in, trying to find Thomas, and Thomas unable to get possession from that as Leot unable to control, and it goes the other way. Bender up to challenge, misses, intended for I believe Baker, and instead goes out the side. Last to touch it is Yankanich, so here to throw in. It's Baker trying to find an inside lane. Tipped in. Stelzer has the one-time shot and is unable to pull the trigger, as O'Neill has it now going up the left side. Thomas takes possession, sees Walker, and will spring her a pass. Intercepted by Kassenchar. And springing it the other way, Bender warding off the defender, and a bit of a push there at the end of that play by Friedman. Not happy with Bender's play. However, a very smart one there to keep her off that ball. As he will just keep it around the midfield area. Here's Carpenter. Losing it to Stelzer. She gets it back, trying to find the middle as Carpenter tips it. Getting it to Walker. Walker takes a minute, steps back, controls, getting it to the other side to Thomas. And you can see that that is a common play as Thomas has it going the other way. Goes to the outside if she can make it, and she's unable to. It goes out the side. So again, the Hatters are trying to spring Thomas down that right side, and it's no wonder that Thomas now with 8 goals on the season, 6 against Wissahickon. And it gets up. Bender challenges. It goes off to the side, and Baker has it, trying to spring anyone going the other way, and it comes back into the hands of Hollish. Hollish's punt, headed by Carpenter. Stays in the midfield area As Baker trying to control. Able to break through. However, Yankanich will just clear. Headed down. Up to challenge again is Carpenter. Carpenter playing a very strong game here near the end of the half. As Walker has possession going down the other side. Steps back to O'Neal. O'Neal had to do something with that ball very quickly as she gets it back. And a big shot goes over the net. A great shot, I believe, there by Smith. As again, it goes out the side. And Hassel to take the kick. Now, she has done numerous times. And the one thing you don't like about goalies taking sixes, especially if it's common, is that means that offense that you're playing against is getting in the zone and getting balls deep enough to threaten the goalie, and this is something that Wissahickon has to work on. I think a play for them might be trying to push their defense a bit more to the outside. Hatters have had a wing attack, but not much down the middle. Yeah, Smith gets it across to Thomas. Thomas unable to control. And that's one thing with Thomas. She's very quick and has the foot for it. However, sometimes her skills are not up to keep possession as De La Tour loses possession, and a shot back in as Hollish will keep possession again early on in the game. And a few minutes ago even, she was facing a lot of shots and a lot of pressure, and that's really dwindled here near the end. Just 20 seconds left. It's Liat up to challenge. Carpenter has it, trying to spring the left wing, and Liat gets there. Liat finding O'Neal, getting it to Walker. 7 seconds. Walker has it on the outside. Back to Smith. She'll have to take the shot here, and her shot over the head of Thomas and out the side. So an aggressive half again by both teams. However, the Trojans came back to bite them, unable to get too much possession. And the teams will head off for half. So Hatters lead by 2, as we'll come back live after these messages.
The award-winning Hatboro-Horsham television network provides a variety of programming serving the HH community, from news about our school district to our award-winning sports coverage to special events throughout the whole district. HHTV informs, educates, and entertains our community. We can be viewed on cable, YouTube, and Facebook. Come check us out. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and our website, hh-tv.com. HHTV, your source of school district news, information, and entertainment. Hatboro-Horsham School District is requesting applications for substitute teacher service, also known as STS, and looking for a variety of positions. We are looking for substitute teacher, guest teacher, paraprofessional, and personal care assistant. STS is a district partner and provides substitutes to work in our schools. Anyone with a bachelor's degree who would like to substitute teach in the district is eligible to participate in the guest teacher program. The STS Guest Teacher Program is a free online training program that can be completed when it is convenient for you. Once the training is complete and all paperwork is submitted, the STS Guest Teacher will be able to substitute in any school they would like. This is a wonderful opportunity for those who would like a flexible schedule while contributing to the excellence of Hatboro-Horsham School District. If you have any questions, please refer to the information listed. Thank you for your time. The award-winning Hatboro-Horsham television network captures huge events throughout the school year. Hold on to these precious memories by purchasing a DVD or video file of the events captured by the HHTV crew. Ordering is easy. Just go to hh-tv.com hhtv.com, click on the DVD tab, and the forms will be listed. Follow the simple instructions for ordering, and your custom printed DVD will be yours for years to come. We have a vast library of past events that are also available to purchase. From grade school to middle school to high school, HHTV is there to capture memories that will last a lifetime. The award-winning Hatboro-Horsham television network provides a variety of programming serving the HH community, from news about our school district to our award-winning sports coverage to special events throughout the whole district. HHTV informs, educates, and entertains our community. We can be viewed on cable, YouTube, and Facebook. Come check us out. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and our website, hh-tv.com. HHTV, your source of school district news, information, and entertainment. Hatboro-Horsham School District is requesting applications for substitute teacher service, also known as STS, and looking for a variety of positions. We are looking for substitute teacher, guest teacher, paraprofessional, and personal care assistant. STS is a district partner and provides substitutes to work in our schools. Anyone with a bachelor's degree who would like to substitute teach in the district is eligible to participate in the guest teacher program. The STS Guest Teacher Program is a free online training program that can be completed when it is convenient for you. Once the training is complete and all paperwork is submitted, the STS Guest Teacher will be able to substitute in any school they would like. This is a wonderful opportunity for those who would like a flexible schedule while contributing to the excellence of Hatboro-Horsham School District. If you have any questions, please refer to the information listed. Thank you for your time.
And we're back looking live from Dennis Steinley Stadium, where the Hatters are leading 2-0 over the Wissahickon Trojans. So again, 2-0, a bit deceiving when you look at the opportunities that both teams have had. Here, Hollish makes a save early, and following that, an aggressive play by her. On the other side of the pitch, Hatters had a chance going the other way by Malafi, and he goes out the other side. This time, Thomas. That ball goes out the side for a corner, and here, O'Neill's shot goes inside. However, Malafi able to come up with that rebound, and she gets it inside. So the score 1-0, and then this run by Thomas after that pass goes down into the left corner, making it 2-0, and then Hatters just pouring the shots on near the end, going over the posts on that one. However, most of the shots have been accurate, if not in the back of the net, after 40 minutes of play. And we'll be back live for the second half right after these messages.
The award-winning Hatboro-Horsham television network captures huge events throughout the school year. Hold on to these precious memories by purchasing a DVD or video file of the events captured by the HHTV crew. Ordering is easy. Just go to hh-tv.com, click on the DVD tab, and the forms will be listed. Follow the simple instructions for ordering, and your custom printed DVD will be yours for years to come. We have a vast library of past events that are also available to purchase. From grade school to middle school to high school, HHTV is there to capture memories that will last a lifetime. The award-winning Hatboro-Horsham television network provides a variety of programming serving the HH community, from news about our school district to our award-winning sports coverage, to special events throughout the whole district. HHTV informs, educates, and entertains our community. We can be viewed on cable, YouTube, and Facebook. Come check us out. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and our website, hh-tv.com. HHTV, your source of school district news, information, and entertainment. Hatboro-Horsham School District is requesting applications for substitute teacher service, also known as STS, and looking for a variety of positions. We are looking for substitute teacher, guest teacher, paraprofessional, and personal care assistant. STS is a district partner and provides substitutes to work in our schools. Anyone with a bachelor's degree who would like to substitute teach in the district is eligible to participate in the guest teacher program. The STS Guest Teacher Program is a free online training program that can be completed when it is convenient for you. Once the training is complete and all paperwork is submitted, the STS Guest Teacher will be able to substitute in any school they would like. This is a wonderful opportunity for those who would like a flexible schedule while contributing to the excellence of Hatboro-Horsham School District. If you have any questions, please refer to the information listed. Thank you for your time.
Lead 2-0 over the Wissahickon Trojans. So again, in an aggressive first half, both teams have chances going the other way. It's just a matter of, well, which defense has more holes in it. And right now, the Wissahickon defense not looking too great, not able to stop runs by Thomas. And especially that last goal, and a lot of those chances that we talked about during halftime have come from that defense being too down the middle and not attacking the outside of where the Hatters prefer to attack from. That throw going inside intended for Thomas. However, goes past and unable to handle it. So Rapinoe to throw it in. Rapinoe's throw going for O'Neill. May intercepts. She pushes it to the outside. Back to throw, it's Rapinoe from her right back position. All the way near the 18-yard line, as here is O'Neill cutting in inside the 18, and a header there by Shikog. Unable to make it in on goal, as now running the other way near the Trojans. Keeping possession is Baker, shoving off Shikog, and De La Torre keeps possession, pushing it to the outside, hitting Baker, stays in. So pass down to the inside, able to find her as he gets it over. Friedman dancing with it, keeps possession, looking dangerous here. She tries to get it back, gets it over to Baker, taken down by Yankanich, and she gets immediately back up and makes a great defensive play. However, May still keeps possession and will just dump it in, going out the back for a 6-yard kick. So back to take the kick here from the 6. This time Hollish will not take the kick. I believe that is the first kick that the Hatters have had to make from that point. So props to the defense for keeping that ball away from the 18. They have successfully done, as here to make an aggressive play is Hassel, getting it up the pitch and right back to Hollish, and she will elect to keep possession and punt. Her kick up to O'Neill, who has plenty of space, but that time is dwindling, and it goes out the outside. O'Neill trying to keep it in, unable to. That ball still looks to be in play. However, they're going to say it did go out. Trying to spark a run here. Back to O'Neill. Rapinoe's kick. Trying to find down the field. And so, Wissahickon keeping possession. As May has it, cutting to the inside. Sparking a chance, and a shot made by Friedman. Again, going out the side, so it looks like Wissahickon's game plan so far is shoot as much as you can. Wissahickon has been trying to find that perfect shot, and that's what happens with a lot of teams when they have trouble scoring on a certain team or a certain defense. They will try to find for that perfect shot, and they will end up neglecting to shoot it. So that is something that the coach had to have told them before trotting back onto the field for the second half. Taken down is Carpenter, however she gets it off to O'Neill. O'Neill trying to spark a pass, going down the middle, intercepted by Harris. Harris keeping possession, has plenty of space and time, handing it off to May, a bit of a questionable pass, and challenging it is O'Neill. O'Neill back to throw, and we'll give it off to Rapinoe to throw. So Hatters will throw in. Rapinoe's throw going down the pitch. Intercepted and handled. Delator up to make a nice play. And trying to find Thomas, unable to. And it goes out the side. Getting it to the inside here. Controlling it is Friedman. Trying to find somebody on the other side, and she finds Baker. Malafi lets her play. As a pass inside, unable to find her. As keeping possession is Ryan. Ryan tackled. Shigog trying to clear, and it goes back. On an attempt to clear, and she does so. Getting it back, and back to play it is Hassel. Hassel just going to get it to the outside. And the ball is kicked right back down the field. Controlled. Tipped over to May. May cutting back to the middle. Passing it off now. Now Ryan trying to move around O'Neill. Shigog playing with it. Gets it to the outside. However, right into the foot of Baker. Baker has possession. Challenged by Yankanich in a great defensive play. Holding her ground. And she is able to clear it just by a few yards. However, she is able to, and it goes back in. So Freeman's pass back out to the point. Trying to find her is Ryan. And May keeps possession on the left side. Challenged by Rapinoe. However, keeps possession. Getting it back now. And Weber, the big defenseman in the back, passing it off. Baker's pass to Stelzer. Goes back. Now Baker, unable to beat Delator to the ball, and Delator will just let it go out the back for another 6-yard kick. Now the Hatters ready to throw again, or kick again. Getting it up to Shigog. Shigog push to the outside. And we'll throw back in. So ball comes up, controlled, and sent in by Ryan. Up to challenge. And Liat has it going the other way. Liat now sending O'Neill. O'Neill finds an opportunity. However, time is dwindling. As back to make the play there is Bailey. O'Neal still keeps possession. O'Neal trying to find a cross. She does. Getting in, blocked by Weber. Now the clear. Getting it to the outside, and Trojans are able to keep possession. So Trojans are playing a little bit of a more aggressive game, and so far it's working, as they have had more chances the other way than they did in the first half. And Baker tries to kick it up the field, unable to. As Thomas now. Thomas dancing on the inside. Thomas trying to find a lane, and her pass intended for O'Neal goes out the back, and it will be a 6-yard kick. So O'Neal believes it should have been a corner kick, believing that the defender was the last one to touch it. Ref disagrees. And so back to take the kick is Hassel. Hassel's kick going up over the head of May. Baker tips it into the Hatters zone. De La Tour gets it to the outside. Now O'Neal controlling. O'Neal trying to find a lane inside. Finds Carpenter. Carpenter's kick finding Shigog. Shigog going ahead. That is Malfi. Finding the inside lane where Thomas is standing. However, she's unable to get to it. Shigog, last one to touch it. And Baker will just clear to the outside. So Yankanich on a quick throw. Finds Malfi. Malfi beds it down with her arm. Again, she leads the team with now 4 assists on the season. De La Tour will clear. De La Tour gets it up. Intercepted by the right back for Wissahickon. And Zare lost in her feet and unable to find it is Serena Harris. She's not a starter, however, came on in the substitution and has been on since. There she goes, throw in. Intercepted by Weber. Bit of a dangerous kick there as her foot comes up past the waist of Thomas. No harm, no foul, as Weber back up to challenge. Gets it back. May playing defense. And they're able to clear. Gets it to the outside to Baker. Baker challenging Yankanich. And De La Tour will tip it back into the zone. So Shigog trying to find a cross and shanks that kick a bit. And look at that, the Hatters defense having a total of 5 girls back. And able to corral that is Hollish. And I know I shouldn't jinx it, but Hollish again just 30 minutes away from her 3rd straight shutout performance. As Maggie O'Neal keeps it, gives it off to Shigog. Shigog controlling, challenged. Now May. May gets possession. As Shigog trying for it. And the ball taken down. De La Tour plays it. Again, looks to be batted down with their arm. The ref not playing possession and just letting them play. There's a throw-in by Harris. Gets to the inside. And Stelzer unable to pull the trigger. She looked dangerous in the first half and trying to find an opportunity now as she's playing very aggressive. Thomas trying to head it the other way, trying to spring herself. Instead gives it to O'Neal, who has plenty of time and space on the outside. Or has to be careful, getting it to the inside, trying for Malfi, and instead he gets picked up by Hassel. Hassel's kick goes past midfield. First one to touch it is Liat. Taken down is Shigog. Might have sold it on that one, however, foul called on Emma Baker. As Shigog again wasn't able to get possession of that ball, and it was obvious that Baker was playing the player instead of the ball. It goes the other way. Shigog unable to get possession as Baker now controlling. Baker trying to find an inside route. And does with Friedman. Friedman's pass going the other way to Stelzer. Excuse me, not Stelzer. Stelzer keeps possession. Stelzer has a shot and a nice defensive play made by Jankanich. It gets pushed to the outside, and O'Neill will clear. So Jankanich coming inside, playing very aggressive, especially inside her own 18. However, in doing so, keeps that shot and pushes it away from the goal. So the ball comes back inside. Stelzer trying to control. De La Tour plays up on the play. Trying to spark a play going the other way, unable to. As controlling it is Ryan, getting it off to Stelzer. Intercepted by De La Tour, and she will push it to the outside. Rapinoe trying for it, unable to reach that ball, and it goes out to the right side for a Trojans throw-in. Throws it into May, short throw. May cutting inside, trying to find a lane, and she does. Passing it back is Friedman, and a big shot taken by, I believe that is Serena Harris. However, it goes to the outside. And she will throw it in. Getting it across. Now Ryan trying to find a lane, unable to, as Carpenter intercepts, and O'Neill has possession. O'Neill with a big first touch, and it goes too far in front of her, so Rapinoe will be back to play it. Carpenter now possessing it again, getting it to the outside to O'Neill. O'Neill trying to keep possession, unable to, as it gets pushed to the outside, is Rapinoe here to throw. Substitution as Thomas comes off. So does Rapinoe. And the throw controlled by O'Neill. Gets pushed to the outside. Last one to touch it was a Trojan, so Hatters keep possession at about midfield. Ball still in midfield and gets clear the other way. De La Tour up to challenge. Carpenter tries to spring a run, unable to. And back to get it is Harris. Harris getting it up. Now Stelzer. Challenged by Bender. Gets it back up. Challenge is O'Neill. And Bailey, again, playing very aggressive. Try to get possession back. Is up front is Malafy. Trying to get possession. Unable to. As it goes back. Tries to get in the way of that shot. Unable to again. They clear it. Keeping possession here. Out to play it. Aggressive play, but O'Neill has possession. O'Neill cutting to the inside. Defensive play by Harris, and Harris gets it back out. So controlling it now is Wissahickon trying to get it to the outside. And able to is May. May controlling. Getting it down. And so a throw in. Near to throw it in. She gets it in. So the throw-in going down the side. The other way, ball pushed to the outside. Challenged, and a clear comes out. However, not to the outside. May trying to keep possession. They're going to say it did go out at about the 30. And the ball challenged by Carpenter, getting it up now. Malafy trying to find a run for O'Neill. However, Bailey elects to just get it back to Harris. And she gets it to the outside. Now, Weber, one of the captains on defense, trying to find a lane, unable to. Challenge, now Carpenter controls. Carpenter getting to the outside. Springing a run, running for it is O'Neill. And out to play that ball was Hassel. So, make of that as you must. But again, that defender, instead of trying to pass back to Hassel, Hassel comes out to challenge it. And O'Neal steps off, getting it back. Pass goes to the outside. Playing for it now. And again, finding another runner. As this time Greenstein, the last one to touch it as it goes out. Stelzer trying to keep it in. And instead the ball is challenged and it goes to the outside. So Hatters to throw in. Substitution. And O'Neal trying to find possession. However, the ball doesn't make it to anybody and just goes out the side. So now keeping possession are the Hatters. Another throw-in from about the same point, trying to find a lane downfield as Carpenter has possession. Carpenter gets it to the outside of Shigog. Shigog gets it down the pitch. Intercepted. And Weber will just take time to control. Entering the fourth quarter of the game. And the ball comes down, out to challenge is Hassel. And a nice tackle there as Thomas trying to find that lane. Again, Thomas, she has the big foot, and she has the speed, however, was edged out by Weber. Thomas trying to cut to the inside, gets it back to O'Neal. O'Neal has the big shot and goes wide, however, Hassel out to make the save. And we'll keep possession. 21 now remaining in the half. Trojans are going to need to find two here if they want to bring it back. As the pass made, unable to reach O'Neal. So it goes back out to the outside. Controlled. Pass into the middle. Now off. Carpenter has Thomas and will find her. Weber up to challenge, and a great defensive play made by Harris to get it back up. Now the clear. Intercepted by Liot, and her pass goes to the outside. Unable to find anybody with that. Now O'Neal trying to cut inside, unable to. Yankanich getting it to Liot. Liot sees a lane blocked by Greenstein. Greenstein trying to get to it. Instead, Carpenter will intercept. Carpenter back up. Now Hatters trying to find an offensive rhythm. And the Trojans finally stepping in their way. As Carpenter gets it off. Pass made, again blocked. Hatters unable to find an offensive opportunity here as Wissahickon really playing well and sturdy in the defense. Carpenter heads it down. Smart play. Gets it over to Shigog. Thomas controls. Thomas tries to cut in. Intercepted though. And Shigog will get possession, just passing it back. And De La Tour will get possession. Trying to clear, however intercepted. Baker last one to touch it. And Yankanich will throw it in. Yankanich finding O'Neal. O'Neal, a nice kick, but nobody home. As May now. May moving it forward. Too short for Greenstein. Stelzer tries to find the ball, unable to. Now O'Neal. O'Neal pumping for it. As letting it go out there is Kessinjar. Kessinjar again in nice and very smart defensive play. Just let that ball roll out. However, Trojans again need to hurry up here if they want to get a shot near the end of the game. With 18 and a half remaining. The ball thrown in. Taken and cleared by Stelzer. And the Hatters only having 3 defensemen back. 4, depending on who gets back, and as Wissahickon has it going the other way. Okay, Wissahickon might want to start, again, being very aggressive with their play calling, as O'Neill, tackled by May. May shoved off, and that will be a penalty on O'Neill. Again, May played that very well. Got on O'Neill quickly, and O'Neill had to make that decision, tries to play the man, and instead takes a penalty. So from just on the other side of midfield, Wissahickon has the chance. Dump it in. And her kick, not able to find the 18. First touch by Hatter. And the ball headed out. Back to make a play is Thomas. Thomas pumping for it, and we'll just let it go out the side. And then Yankanich will throw in. So the Hatters get a breather and a substitution. Coming off is O'Neill. O'Neill having a strong game. I'd be surprised if she came in later, but for now she's coming off. Again, she's played a very strong game. Almost every other time that I've called out a name, it's been hers. So again, coming off for a breather, and that might be it for today. Should go passing him off to Yankanich, and now Thomas trying to control. Thomas trying to cut into the inside. May tackling. Harris gets to it first. Getting it now is Greenstein. Or excuse me, no, that's Friedman. Friedman playing with it. Trying to find a lane around Liot. And Friedman calmly gets it back. Gets it over. Intercepted. And the pass goes back to Hollish to just clear it out. Again, unable to possess it. And so gets it back. Weber tries to find a lane, unable to. Should go trying to pass inside. Now the chip shot up the field from Malafy. Malafy unable to control. Should has possession. Inside for Carpenter. Carpenter's kick. Going over the head. And she will just elect to give it back to, so headed there, and coming up to challenge the play is Yankanich. Able to is De La Tour. Clears it out, gets it to Shigo. Ball playing now as Weber tries to find a lane inside, unable to as Carpenter goes outside to Shigo. Coming down the left side is Thomas. Thomas has the speed. She's in alone. She only has one defender and the goalie to beat. Shoved off inside the box, and a great defensive play there to keep her off the ball. And now Carpenter trying to find possession. Coming in to challenge May. Successfully does so. Shigo does not have a lot of time. Makes a play to Thomas. Thomas calmly takes it. Trying to spring herself. Thomas keeping possession. Looking for a clear, or a shot at least, comes outside. A shot by Malafy, and that one will find the back of the net. So Malafy's second goal of the game finds the back of the net. A great play there by Thomas to keep possession. And I really didn't think that she would have possession entering the 18. However, she's able to find it deep inside, and instead of taking the shot, she gets to the outside. The goalkeeper plays it aggressive, and it bounces back for Malafy's second goal. As we see here again, Thomas challenged very harshly, keeps possession, and cuts inside. And that goalkeeper trying to find that ball and keep possession away from the Hatters, unable to do so, and the rebound comes out for an easy tip-in shot. So this game, Malafy's just been in the right place at the right time as she gets her second goal as Hatters lead 3-0. So 14-10 remaining. Not completely out of reach, but with each second win for Wissahickon looks a bit more rare. As Weber controls, trying to cut inside. Keeps possession. Goes to May. May cutting down the right side. Challenged by De La Tour. De La Tour has a strong game. not letting too many girls past her. As here to throw in is Baker. Interesting to see what Wissahickon does here. They aren't playing very aggressive, as most of the girls for them are on the other side of the field, especially on these throws. As Weber loses it, May recovers. May pining to the outside, challenged by O'Neill, and Shigog gets out, and Weber will just clear it in. Going out the side, I believe, for a throw-in right in the bottom right corner. So good play by Weber to just clear it down into the right corner. Not enough for goalkeeper to kick it out. Again, a very smart play made. Zankanich's throw comes up. Liot unable to possess, and Weber last one to touch it as it goes out. Again, back to throw, Zankanich. Keeping possession here. Tries to find a lane. Malafi unable to do so. Gets it up to Shigog. Shigog stepping around Weber. And that ball comes out. And De La Torre makes a nice play. Gets it up to Carpenter. Carpenter trying to spring a run. And instead will draw out the goalie to make a play. Again, the Hatters keeping that ball in the midfield area. However, Wissahickon, with each play, seems to be just getting that much deeper into their own zone. As Shigog will let it trickle out of play. 12 minutes remaining now. Hatters up by 3. 3-0. Hollish again playing a strong game. She's had a few chances on her earlier in the game. Not too much in the second half, but she's made the saves that she's needed to keep the Hatters up in this game. Malafi trying to find O'Neill. Unable to. And the ball comes back. As Hassel gets it up to Weber. Weber calmly tips it in. Gets it over to Baker. Baker moving down the right side, beating Yankanich. 2 defenders closing in on her. And De La Torre keeps it from going out the back. Smart play, trying to find Yankanich. But again, keeping it from going out the back, eliminating a possibility of a corner. And Weber takes possession. And Hollish makes the save on a strong shot from outside the 18. Right into the goalkeeper. 11 now on the clock. Moving in is Weber. Weber having one shot just moments ago. Trying to find a second one. She does. Hollish again making the save just as she did before. And her punt comes out. Going all the way up to May. First one to touch it. And keeping possession is Baker, getting it down. Or no, not Baker, Harris, excuse me. Stelzer has possession going down the left side. Stelzer tripped up from behind, and that will be a call on Shigog. So deep in the Hatters' territory, they give up a kick. Not something that the Hatters want to see near the end of the game, but again, not detrimental. Especially not when standings come into play. So looking back to the Open, the Hatters entering this game in second place in the SOL Liberty Division. They win this. They will remain in second place, however, as O'Neill trying to clear here, unable to. However, Hatters will not be able to take first place. Again, Abington is undefeated with 5-0-0. As pressure inside the box, a ball goes out the back, and that will be a 6-yard kick. No penalty. So Thomas coming off the field. And off the field, she's favoring her left leg or right leg right now. Not certain what her situation is right now. However, she's off the field, at least for right now. Back to take the throw is Yankanich. Yankanich throwing it down. Getting it over. Cross by Malafi. Has Shigog. She might have been offside, and she knew it. As again on the far sideline right now. Thomas still down. Not sure what happened, but she was taken out in emergency substitution. So Hassel's kick comes up, challenged by Carpenter. And O'Neill to challenge, however the ball cleared out by Baker. So again, there's Thomas on the sideline. Eve now looking at a closer look, she might be favoring her arm. So the Hatboro-Horsham trainer attending to her, and again favoring her right leg. I'm not sure what happened, and I didn't catch it. However, again, Wissahickon has been playing very aggressive, and she might have just gotten caught up in that physical play. That would be detrimental to the Hatters, again, having 8 goals on the season and evidently a critical part of their game plan. As stepping up to make the play is Shigog, unable to. Trying to bring Stelzer the other way, and the ball goes out of play. So throw in, last tipped out by Greenstein. Greenstein with the throw in. Gets it to the inside. Now moving with it is Weber. Passing it off, and she'll just kick it in. Smart play by Hollish to keep it from going out the back. And we'll just select to punt with 7 minutes remaining. Thomas on the players bench, so not being tended to anymore. I believe she just might have been hit weird on her leg, but again, she's on the players bench and moving fine. The ball goes out of play. In to throw it is Bailey. Wissahickon going to have to step it up near the end here if they want to get at least one on the board. And you can tell by just that throw-in that pace is definitely moving up. Carpenter trying to make a play, taken down. Out to the outside to O'Neill. O'Neill challenge, and the ball cleared to the outside. Substitution, Malafi comes off, and back on to play is Thomas. Good to see that she's back on. And the throw in, unsuccessful, and possession turned over. Throw it in now is Harris. Getting it up now, Leok controls, trying to find an outside lane and unable to. Too far for anybody to handle. Controlling it now is Ryan. However, loses possession. O'Neill finds Shigog down the right side, trying to find Thomas, and Thomas not getting to it. As back to make the kick out is Hassel. Short of midfield. Who's back, a nice challenging play. And they keep possession, getting it to the outside to Baker now. Baker finding an inside lane. When clear fails, Yankana tries to clear to the outside. Instead finds a lane. And May, the last one to tip it as it goes out of bounds with just under 5 minutes remaining in at least this half. So Shigog comes on. Looks like she will be playing left midfielder. We saw her playing a bit of offense earlier, and instead she will take to the midfield position, as Baker has possession moving to the inside. Trying to cross the field, and she does, however intercepted by Carpenter. Carpenter keeps possession. Trying to find the outside, successfully does so. And Weber trying to tip it off. Now back to play is Ryan. Ryan getting it up to Weber. Weber with a nice cross in. Trying to find Baker there, unable to. May up to challenge, and O'Neill is found. O'Neill trying to find a crossfield opportunity. She doesn't. Shigog trying to go up the right side. Shigog keeps possession, trying to find Thomas. And Thomas knew that she was offside there. She just got caught up by the defense. Playing too aggressive. And with 3 and 30 seconds remaining, Trojans trying to find just a few more offensive opportunities as Hollish to take possession. Hollish's punt, short of midfield, controlled by Carpenter and back. Weber finding Baker down the right side. Baker springing in attack. However, challenged by De La Torre. De La Torre trying to find a lane up and unable to, as Hatter's challenge and push it to the outside for a throw-in. Friedman now getting it down the field. Yankanich playing aggressive and gets possession from it. Back to play it is O'Neal, unable to find it. As he get it to Ryan, to Friedman, back to Friedman. Friedman to the inside to Stelzer. Stelzer elects not to shoot, gets it off. Friedman has possession inside the box, held back a bit awkwardly. No call on the play. I'm not sure why she stopped there, and she had possession inside the box, however lost it as May gives it off to Weber. Weber crossing it in, headed out, and first one to play to Stelzer. Stelzer on the other side. Hatter's up to challenge. Stelzer finds a lane. Stelzer trying to cross, and De La Torre is able to clear after intercepting that pass. 2 minutes now. As Shigog gets possession and just kicks it to the outside. It's been all Trojans as of late. As the throw-in goes to Ryan. Ryan challenged by Carpenter. And behind the play, down in the heap, is Kastencher. So Kastencher, down behind the play, will stay off the field. And will call for a substitution. Walking off on her own, however, again calling for a substitution, so clock stopped with 1:25 remaining in the half. And on in relief is Lindsay Schmidt. So clock started again as the ball comes in the 18, headed out by De La Torre, and the first corner kick of the game comes with just a minute left, as the Trojans now have to be very offensive if they want to get something in now. And up to challenge the kicker, both Shigog and O'Neal. So the kick sent in. Bit of a low kick, tipped by Weber. Stelzer unable to pull the trigger. Moving to the outside. Still keeps that scoring opportunity alive. Shrugged off by Thomas, and Thomas is able to clear. Now controlling it is Carpenter going the other way. Carpenter stealing back possession and taken down. No call. Kastencher again. Coming back onto the pitch. Comes out. Still possessing it, trying to find an inside lane and unable to. As going the other way now is Emma Baker. With about 10 seconds remaining, Baker has possession going down the left side. And out to challenge, and a nice game here, as getting her third shutout in a row is Sam Hollish. Again, not too much activity, however, she's made the saves that she's needed to. And both teams playing an aggressive play style, and the Hatters come out on top. So your final from Hatboro-Horsham is the Hatters with 3 and the Trojans none. Again, Hollish getting her third shutout in a row, and Sam Hollish able to get her a third shutout in a row, securing the Hatters spot, second place in the SOL Liberty Division. So we thank you for tuning in to today's broadcast of girls soccer action between Hatboro-Horsham and Wissahickon. Hard fought to the end, however, it was a clear winner even from early on. And we thank you for joining us. And we'll see you tomorrow night for the Hatters football game. Same location, and we're excited for that just as well.